Jonas Zimmermann, Day 4. I have successfully isolated the substance inside our test tank. But this breakthrough could have the deadliest consequences, and we must now proceed with extreme caution. The experiment chamber has been sealed from the outside. Access is strictly forbidden, restricted to the most senior personnel. I'm convinced this specimen can be developed into our vaccine. It shows great potential, but we are still a long way from achieving our goal. As a doctor with centuries of medical knowledge at my disposal, I must strongly oppose the idea of treating all of our soldiers with this substance. As the man personally responsible for the results, my recommendation is to select a small test group instead. But the scientist's voice is not always heard. Wherever disease strikes, our duty is to save lives. That is the cause I dedicate myself to. The stronger the soldier, the mightier the army, the greater the nation. This is true progress.
April 3rd, 1916. I know you'll find this interesting. We had great trouble convincing General Staff to finance this project, but as ever, you can rely on my powers of persuasion. The lab must be exclusively for the Army's use when all this is over, and not for the civilian population. I'm sorry, but that was the agreement. I can't claim to understand how you'll be using all this equipment, but you know I have total faith in you. With the support we're giving you now, everything should work out well. Let me know if anything goes wrong, or if you need any more help. The equipment will be sent within a couple of hours of my dispatching this note. I wish you all the best. It's simple. We need that vaccine. Your friend, Hans.
April 7th, 1916. Everything is progressing on time, thank you. I know that feeling when everything starts to blur and all you see are images you can't make sense of. I don't envy you. The responsibility day after day must be killing you. You once asked me why I chose to be a doctor and not a military man. Now you have your answer. Sooner or later, all the world's secrets will be buried under the corpses of ordinary soldiers. No, I'm not saying the civilian population should have access to everything we have, but surely to some part of it. That's only natural. This plague in the field is deadly serious, and I am going to stop it. It shouldn't take me more than a few weeks to develop the cure and deliver it to you at the fortress you mentioned last time. I know you need every spare man, and so I shall deliver the antidote myself. Yes, that's right, Hans. Leave everything to me. Funny, isn't it? Years after we left our childhood village, some things never change. All the best, Jonas.
28 miles from Guillemont and 16 miles from Flers-Cousselet. This had been a place of rest for our men, a sanctuary. Then he came. With his strange oil, he poisoned everything. The nurses used to feel privileged working here, saving lives in a holy place. Now they just feel tainted. We all do. This has become a place of sin. Fabienne Oster.
Jonas Zimmermann, Day 4. I have successfully isolated the substance inside our test tank. But this breakthrough could have the deadliest consequences, and we must now proceed.
The enemy is attacking!
Pathological symptoms. The plague spreading even faster than we thought.
Still die, bastard.
More infected men. And their symptoms don't look the same. This is chaos. Interesting. A hunger for flesh. This disease is like nothing else on earth.
October the 16th, 1916, on some god-forsaken station. They can't say I didn't try. It spread so fast. After an hour, I was the only one left. 1 hour! We came by train, fully equipped. The boys unloaded their gear and started looking for a place to assemble. But those wires that came from the ground, they took some of the men. Others were victims of the plague. What hope is there now? I'm as good as dead already. The ammo is on the other side of the station. If anyone is reading this, go back. Go back now. Remember, they nearly always stay in one place.
A barbarian device. But their heads won't like the feel of it.
Still waiting.
The youth of today. Brave, stupid, and can't survive without an old man's help. Oh yes, I've missed the feel of cold imperial steel.
October 5th, 1916, 2 miles north of Halberstadt. Our orders were...
Come on, quick! This way! The barricade won't hold unless we help them! Be careful! This is...
October 5th, 1916, 2 miles north of Halberstadt. Our orders were simple. Find the company lost somewhere near here. There's not been a goddamn sign of life for over a week.
Damn fool! Are they all just raw recruits? Seems like they need me more than I need them.
Get out.
These aren't the same as the others. Something much worse is happening here. Engineers are better than our soldiers. I'd better go in there. Not that there'll be much help to me.
There's some dynamite in a room near here. Use some of it on this blockade. Quickly, there's not much time.
Chance.
Who are you? The reinforcements? And I thought I'd been in the army a long time. Listen, this area's already lost. Everybody is either escaped or they're dead.
Oberleutnant Jonas Zimmermann at the 6th Corps, 8th Army. I've an urgent delivery for the Field Marshal.
Well, the officers have all been evacuated to Fort Stern. You should come with us to the field airport. It's close enough. And find yourself a pilot to get you there. We're supposed to rendezvous with our train crew. They'll be passing nearby.
October the 5th, 1916. We've had to retreat. Something terrible happened. There's not enough of us to handle this. Had to gas the corridors. There's too many of them. We've a few minutes to eat now, but I can't. I have to write something, anything. I'm shaking a bit, but Burundi. We're heading back to the station. Our transport could arrive any time now. Do you lost her?
blow this thing away. Stay close, though. The creatures are everywhere. Let's go! That makes me...
In the name of God, what's happening here? This disease, it's nothing like the one I was working on.
Don't know what it is, but it spreads bloody fast. Some of them behave like mad animals, and others, they're evil. It's like they're possessed. Ambush, take cover!
That's it then. We can't move on without masks.
Someone go and find us gas masks! Hurry up! Can't take much more of this!
War, plague, and a bunch of idiots. Now where are the masks? Another one.
Get the
That's it now. Dark corridors, men turning into monsters, and I'm out collecting masks. Unbelievable.
September 19th, 1916. Near the hell of Flair-Courcelette. Voices in my head. Voices outside. A battle. A great battle. They said I'm special. They said I have potential. And here I am. Doors barricaded. Hiding like a coward. No one can find me here. If I go out there, I'll never come back.
Good job. Do I get a scary costume too?
Thanks, old man.
That's it then, old man. We have to go back to the train now and get all the ammunition the hell away from this mess. You're on your own now.
this rage. It's like rabies, with elements of typhoid too. It's unbelievable.
Ready to fight?
This is definitely not from our world. What the hell is happening?